So here I am, Wednesday, April 27th, 2022. Uh, just went into town and got our first big load of food. And to be honest with you, it's the first uh, ever load of food I do by myself in my life. There we have it. And of course, to celebrate, I got some Italian soda for an Italian guy. Got the two tanks filled up. They're cost $70, including tax, to fill both of them up. Bunch of juice. I know it's crazy. Like, might think I'm a big baby. Oh shit. In terms of food, yeah, I guess I am, but I mean everything comes out of necessity, right? Like, so I've lived with my family until now, and I know a lot of people in you know, Western culture. I should say North American culture. They think they look down upon something like that. Whereas, lots of other countries, my parents and their parents lived with their parents until they got married pretty much. So I don't see a problem with that. Uh we went after a pipe, a hose pipe, an airline for the brakes on the dump truck. Uh, and what happened was, I was driving down the highway one night and the front tire blew. It didn't explode, just disintegrated. I don't know what the hell happened, but it happened and it took out the airline with it. I mean, we could cap it off, put a plug there, and still use the truck. It's just one tire that's not going to be breaking. It's not a big deal. But right now, with that open line, both front tires aren't breaking, which is not really the best. It leaks out a lot of air, but it's still not a big deal. But we definitely need to plug that. And I'm feeling a little bit better today. We're finally going to be able to eat properly. Like, when we left from my family's home, I just kind of packed leftover food that they had, or just food that was there. I didn't want to, take out all of their food. I couldn't be bothered to go to the supermarket, so I just basically took some food that I had bought before and some food that they weren't gonna eat. Um, just some food that was laying around. And we kind of stretched it these past 2 days because unfortunately we had some very strange, bad people come here twice. And the first time they confronted me, and I got a quick video of their vehicle and them, but it's like, it seems like just when you need something, it doesn't happen. And just when I needed the video, we had a glitch. I had a glitch on the phone, and it wasn't the best quality, but I still got a good view of them. Some stuff did disappear or was stolen, I think. Sorry, I don't think. I mean, it was stolen. I think it was them. I don't know if it was them, but and then they showed up here twice, and as soon as they saw me, they ran off or drove off. So I didn't really want to be leaving the area here. I haven't seen them yet, but this was yesterday, so the evil people that were renting the land are finally gone as well. They're going to just have a few more stuff that they got to remove. And it's just weird. Like sometimes it seems like certain types of people, the more you help, the more they are ungrateful. But it is what it is. I'm glad to, get a lot of food. I just spent $337 on food. So pretty much $340 on food. And well, the lady at the cashier was looking at me, and I looked at her and I said, "Yeah, you can tell I don't like shopping, and I hate shopping. I really do. I hate going to the supermarket. Uh, I hate cooking as well. I can do a lot of things. I can drive. I'm probably the only guy my age that knows how to drive 3 on the tree with overdrive, a 5-speed truck with a 2-speed axle, and a 13-speed dump truck. I'm the only one. um, I got some gear oil as well because we were dripping some gear oil from the truck. Uh, I didn't have time to put the gasket on the shift axle. Oops. So probably gonna have to look into that. The brakes they work on the white truck. They work, but they're not working. Um, they need to be adjusted. I can see that a few of the tires are breaking. The wheels are breaking at different times. The front wheels are breaking first, and probably because uh, the rear brakes they're kind of seized. They're not working really well. So at one point we didn't have brakes dragging in the back. And I try to do the brake adjustment, but it's just the brake adjustment bolt is not moving. So more stuff on the to-do list. Um, the Rambler, it's been a victim of a lot of things. I feel bad for my poor baby Blue. It does need a whole new exhaust. I never actually did a proper exhaust on the Rambler. Actually, I did it once, just once, on the other engine, and I had to change it out because I changed to a different engine. Well, that's the kind of stuff we're fighting with here, or dealing with. Uh, we ran out of propane last night, or night before last, so I connected like a construction diesel heater. I should probably do a separate review video on this later, but you should know that it takes up a lot of power. Initially, when I bought it, I thought I could just run it off the inverter, off of one battery, like have a battery, and if it's pretty well charged, it'll turn on maybe twice. Okay, maybe I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 times for a fully charged battery before it drains the battery and it won't turn on anymore. So I had to connect it to the generator, and that just worked better. Um, but it is very, very hot. Like it's too hot actually. And I have it going. I have it sticking out like this. The refrigerator used to be in this spot, so we took the refrigerator out because it was uh, beyond repair. So this is sticking out. One, to distribute the heat more, and two, which actually should probably be one, the most important. We want all the fumes out as well. And the nice thing about where the refrigerator was is that it's got its own vent. So I actually put a blanket to close off the refrigerator, being very careful that the blanket won't fall on the front of the diesel heater. And that just allows all the, well, most of the fumes to leave the motorhome. So yeah, what else have we got here? The nice thing about this motorhome, and I don't know if all of them are like that, but I just found out about that, is that you've got a stop and start button for the generator inside the motorhome. So that's pretty convenient. Turn it on or off from the inside. So I think this has been a pretty good day, and I'm happy. We're finally gonna eat properly, like maybe even for the first time in my life. I'm gonna eat exactly what I want. I guess there's advantages and disadvantages to having to arrange your own food. With the family, we had the family do the cooking, and so that's very good, convenient. But sometimes you don't choose what you're gonna eat. Now I've chosen exactly all that I want to eat. Limited supply juice. This was pretty cheap, actually. They were, I think they were selling, going for $2. These juices here, so that was a plus. It almost seems like healthy stuff is expensive sometimes, but it does add up. I would like to get the propane stove going. And like I said, this is the first time ever I'm dealing with a motorhome. I've got no experience. Well, I had no experience. I'm a bit more experienced now with how things work in the motorhome. So from the other side, looks like we've got a propane heater that works just like a house heater, and it'll heat up the whole motorhome. So that'll probably be interesting. Have that going instead of the that head on the tank. But it is very simple, so we just basically went with the simplest version of everything. And down here we've got another propane tank, and I think ideally you drive the motorhome to a filling place and they'd fill it for you. Motorhome's not drivable at the moment, so I'm hoping we can connect another tank to that tank. I don't know. And this area here should be for the stove. Now, right now I've got no idea. I'm pretty sure this here goes to the stove. And there seemed to have been a gas or propane pipe going to the refrigerator. I've got no idea why that would be the case, why you'd have something like that. But I can just block it off. You should test for leaks. Test for leaks. Propane leaks. Now I've got no idea how the shower works. And yesterday I took a very old-fashioned and cold shower using a mug. And yeah, I felt like I was in the military. So it would, I think, kind of, that's the next living objective, to get a warm shower. Like, I know a lot of people, like I said, I did say this before. A lot of people moving into a motorhome, they do it because they want to get away from people, get into the wild. I'm kind of doing it out of necessity. Like, I am a caveman, but at the same time, I'd rather be Prince of Greece. So, like, I don't mind getting my hands dirty, but if I can work with some dignity and live with some dignity, sure, I'll take that. I'll take that instead. So, yeah, I think that's kind of the next goal. I'm pretty sure with the good amount of healthy food we've got now, lots of tomato sauce, some salad. I think we'll be able to some milk. So that's going to be really nice. Have a nice hot cup of tea or hot chocolate. It still is pretty cold. We had a nice day before last, but today the temperature did drop quite a bit. I don't know. It might be 2 Celsius, 3, maybe 0. It can't be 0 because water hasn't frozen, at least not yet. But it is pretty cold. So, all right. I think that's the update of the day.